There we go. There we go. It's Dan's Video Adventures with Death, issue 35, part 2, because my cab came and I had to leave. And what I was talking about to you is about that. Sorry, I'm in my writer's mood, so I put on my thinking hat because I'm done here. I gotta go write some books. Try to make myself famous so my kids can have sandwiches when I die. But anyway, I was talking about how the COVID pandemic has changed our whole life, which everybody's all constantly talking about. That's why I don't mention it too often. It is what it is. COVIDs have always existed. COVIDs will always exist. And they're going to keep getting worse and worse, just like Stephen King pointed out about the antigen in his book, The Stand. Sums it all up. Read Stephen King's The Stand, and you know what the story is. But, like, take my doctor's office, for instance. They're moving all the doctor's offices one block down the street to a new building because it's more COVID friendly, right? So I've been going there for, 12 years. My drugstore is the drugstore downstairs, but where they're moving to is just happens to be uh, all hell a plaza with a new drugstore and a new medical center right next door. So what's going to happen to my drugstore when all the doctors pull out of that building and move down the street? They're not going to walk up the street to use this drugstore. They're going to start using the drugstore at the other end of the street because people are lazy. They won't walk one block back up the street. I stay loyal to my people. I have a restaurant I've been going to since 1972, since before I even went to prison. Every time I come to Toronto, it's changed names a few times. It's called Damas now. It used to be the Mediterranean Steakhouse at Lawrence and Victoria Park. I still go there as much as I can. Actually, I had a shawarma from there today. My oldest daughter, Amber, bought me, which I really appreciate. Amber, thank you. God bless you. I know you didn't like it. I wasn't too fussy on it either, but I'm gonna go have a talk with them boys because that was just wrong. They can't be fucking up our shawarmas. Excuse my language. I'm trying not to do that. But yeah, so there's one instance. Now, how many doctors and blood clinics? I've been searching for a blood clinic for 2 days. They're all temporary closed because they're not COVID safe. So now, when you find one that's open, every person in town's there. Everywhere as I went was like over an hour wait, and I just couldn't do it. I can't. I'm going to try to do it at the hospital tomorrow. More blood work. How much blood work can they do? I mean, geez, I ain't got much left there to take. But they can have it all, My empire of dirt. And then you look around at how all the stores have changed. Yeah, restaurants are going to lose money at first, but not when they get their system down. They just got to learn. The biggest thing with restaurants is we as the customer and they as the management have to realize that they have to sort of rush you through because they're not going to say they get 100 customers on a good day, and that's a very good day for the restaurant. Well, now with the capacity stuff, they're probably down to say, let's be generous and say 40 customers a day. But those other 60 customers are awful important. So if you just go in and get bacon and eggs and sit there for an hour and a half, not only is the waitress not making tips, not only is the restaurant not making money, but you're robbing somebody else of the opportunity to go and sit and have breakfast. I'm not saying rush and gobble down your food like a teenager on his way to a bar. Friday night supper, fucking swallow. Oh, there I go swearing again. Sorry. Swallow supper in one great big, just suck it back like a shop vac and run out the door. No, enjoy your meal. But don't dilly-dallo around for a half an hour after you're done. Give time for give 5-10 minutes for your meal to settle. Put a generous tip in the cup because all the waitresses went hungry for these last 3-4 months. And they're still going to go hungry because they have to catch up on all their bills. So maybe be a little more generous with your tips for the next month or two and help these girls, well, not girls, guys, men, everything, whoever, the bus boys, the waitresses, the people who work in restaurants don't make a lot of money. Even in bars, everybody thinks, oh, they make a lot of money. They don't. They're lucky if they're getting minimum wage plus tips. And 9 times out of 10, they got to split the tips with everybody. A lot of bars don't even let them have their tips. They keep their tips. So there's one thing. Remember, tip your damn waitress. Tip your cab driver. Tip people. My dad worked in the service industry. My stepmother worked in the service industry. Most of my foster parents, all 32 pairs of them, all worked in the service industry. If it wasn't for tips, we wouldn't have ate when we were kids. That's the reality of life. So you look at that in the grocery stores. Grocery stores aren't too bad. The major chains have got it down pat. You know, I've gone in line up where there's 20 people in front of me, but I've only waited 15 minutes. The only place where I wait a long time is Dollarama, because, damn it, you gotta look at everything in Dollarama. You gotta look at every single thing, even though it's the same shit you looked at 2 hours before. You got to look at it again. Okay? How many times can you buy a clip-on flashlight? You know what I mean? But they're good for the candy, the dollar candies. But I've been purposely not buying them because I almost choked to death a couple of times, so I gotta be careful. I miss my jujubes, but they don't taste the same when I buy them. They taste better if somebody gives them to me. Not that I'm sending out any hints about, I could use some jujubes. I'm not doing that. I'm not like that. Or some black licorice, real black licorice, not this damn nibs shit that pretends it's black licorice. That's just licorice in disguise. That's not even licorice in disguise. It's not black licorice. You know what I mean? Real black licorice. Like they took the licorice pipes and the licorice cigars off the market because they're shaped like pipes and cigars. Why not just straighten them out and instead of calling them licorice cigars, say licorice sticks? That's what they were when I was a kid. Licorice sticks. There was a box of them by every cash register. I love my licorice pipes and licorice cigars. I have not seen one in a couple of years now. And that's not fair, because licorice pipe matters too, Their lives matter too. If I want to eat a licorice pipe, I should be able to eat a licorice pipe. Simple as that. But no, where am I going to buy it? Where are you going to buy it? Licorice pipes online? I checked, they're $35 a pound. If I get a pound, I'm going to eat them. I'll be in the hospital because I just ate a pound of licorice. And I'll be mad because there's none left. So yeah, so licorice lives matter too. They're right up there with Skittles and Cheesecake. Yeah, I've been trying for a year to get that Skittles cheesecake. I'm never going to get it. I had a Smarties one. I've had a s'mores one, but I've never seen a Skittles one. I can't even chew the Skittles, but I'm willing to take a chance. You know what I mean? So anybody that's into making cheesecake that lives anywhere near my arm's reach, if you want to run up to my door and just slap me with a cheesecake right in my palms of my hands, I'll be waiting. Until then, this is Dan signing off on Dan's Video Adventures with Death, episode 35, part 2. I love yous all. Aren't we all just beautiful people? Let's just smile, folks. Let's just smile. And we'll leave it at that, okay? Just big smiles. Feel the power. Go for it. Kill them himself.